Okay, so for my code for the number generation, as you can see, I used a while loop, so we know the number's 10 digits, so the loop ends after it creates a 10-digit number, so when the length reaches 10, the code ends. And then, so I use string, so I used long for math random, and then it's converted into string, and then you check if the temporary string, which is a digit, is already in the previous string. So this is to stop repetition of numbers because we know we can't repeat numbers. So it keeps checking if that number is already in the string. And we also don't want the code to add 5 or 0 because we know that 5 is going to be in the 5th digit and 0 is going to be in the 10th digit. So it would be a waste of time to create numbers with them in any other digit. And then we have this, which when it reaches the 4th digit, then it adds 5. So we know 5 is going to be in that place no matter what. So we just add it through that, and then we know in the 10th place it's going to be 0. So when it reaches 9, then it adds 0. Okay. So down here is how I check the numbers through using modulus. So D, it keeps checking. Well, it converts it first to a long. It converts the num substring to, well, C. So it creates a miniature substring of the number. So it adds each digit one by one, checking if it's divisible. So the first thing is divisible by 1. Second thing, second two digits is divisible by 2. And so C is the placeholder of like the digit number, and check is the long version of the string. And this will keep going until it reaches a remainder through modulus, so then we know it can't be the number because it returned a remainder. So then it stops after that, but it'll stop after C reaches 10. And then if D equals 0 at the end of the loop, so that means there's no remainder, so it found a number that can be divided each digit by itself, like by 1 divided by 1, the first two digits divided by 2, the first three digits by 3, and so on. So when that happens, it adds 1 to yes. So then this whole loop stops because I have this while loop, and yep, that's practically my code. And then it prints out the number. Yep. And this resets for every loop. It turns num back to 0. Okay, so that's my code.